AITA for eating a girl's trigger food in class. This just happened and I'm getting shit from some people in my class. I'm F16 in concert choir at my school. I love the teacher, but this class is a joke. We've been working on the same song since January 5th and are still not done with the chorus. We only did the chorus. Our teacher lets us eat in class and I eat a mix of healthy food and absolute shit in class. Today I was eating a bag of Doritos and a girl private messaged me and said I need to put my Doritos away because she has an ed and they trigger her. I said no because I was hungry, so she turned on her mic and said, "Hey up, Doritos are one of my trigger foods, can you put your food away?" My teacher said I'm fine, but like half the girls in the class agreed with her that I need to put them away. My teacher gave me permission to turn my camera off. District policy is to keep cameras on unless you have a teacher's permission to turn it off, and I thought it was problem solved, but I started getting texts and messages in the chat that I'm being a bitch. I told them I'm allergic to seafood, so if you're eating sushi does it mean I get to tell you to stop because it makes me upset that I can't have it, and they said it's different, so I wanted to know if I'm the asshole. Edit, Ed is eating disorder. NTA. It's unfair of her to impose her own restrictions on you. No therapist would recommend that. He has to learn to cope with triggers, not avoid them. NTA. Turning the camera off should have been more than enough. NTA. As someone with disordered eating, it is no one else's issue but mine. You don't get to control what other people eat. That is ridiculous. NTA. I had an eating disorder for many years, and I'm still very confused on what she means by trigger food. Does that mean she wants to eat it? In my experience, if I ate certain foods it tended to trigger a spiral of unhealthy thinking that often caused me to engage in self-harming behaviors. AITA for telling my dad not to bother with me because I'll be gone when I'm 18. My dad wasn't around when I, 17, was a kid. Always working, and when he was around he didn't do much with me. All school stuff, games, b-day parties were only my mom while he would just be at home. Then it came out he was cheating on my mom when I was 7. They split up but I stayed with my mom. He never visited or would say he is and then not come. I pretty much forgot about him until my mom passed away a year ago, and my life has been shit ever since. Don't worry, I'm in therapy. I got an awesome therapist and talk to her every week online. The thing is, I was forced to come live with my dad. I wanted to go with my grandparents, but he wanted me to be here with his family, and grandparents pushed me into going with him. My dad's trying to act like he hasn't ignored me all these years. He married the co-worker he cheated with, and they had my little sister who's almost 2. She's a cutie and the only one I actually like in this house. Probably won't see her after this, but not like she'll remember me. My dad knows I don't like him, and literally every day he bugs me about doing stuff with him and his wife. I don't talk to them or do anything when they invite me. I make my own meals at different times, so I don't sit with them at the table, go to school online, stay in my room, talk to friends, go to work or play with my sister, but never do anything with them. When I moved in I told my dad this doesn't change anything with him, and if he decided to step up now that my mom's gone, I don't wanna connect him. Even when mom was doing chemo he never offered help until after she died. He said he hopes to change my mind, but all I said was good luck. I was off yesterday. My dad invited me to go out for pizza, but I told him no. He was fed up, I could tell. Said I need to start getting used to him being in my life again, and it's better for us to start trying to build our relationship. That made me snap. I said don't bother because I'm not gonna be here that long. As soon as I'm 18 in 4 months I'll be out of their house and he won't see me again. My dad was shocked, he didn't believe me. But I told him I've been saving money ever since I started working a couple years ago. I'm even already looking for cheap apartments, and my boss is gonna let me work full time so I'd make enough to support myself. Won't need help with college since I got grants and financial aid for that. He's been silent ever since and not trying to talk anymore. My stepmom gives me dirty looks. Earlier she said I was an ungrateful SHT because I hurt my dad deeply, telling him I'm going North Carolina soon when he's tried to make things right. Don't see what the big deal is when we didn't see each other for years, and it's obvious we know how not to be in each other's lives. But guess I was an ass for telling him I'm leaving. Was I too? NTA, he's just mad because he is a shitty father and doesn't want to accept it. If he truly wanted to be in your life, he could have reached out earlier. Sorry for your loss, I'm glad you're getting help. See, thanks. It's helping a lot talking to her, cause I sure as shit don't wanna talk to him about my mom. It's been easier having someone to go to and she knows how to handle my shit. NTA, your dad was absent for years and then expects you be excited he is taking you out for a pizza? No, he is not owed an ounce of your consideration. Congratulations on being independent in a few months. Her dad was absent until she was almost an adult and the woman he cheated on passed away. He waited until he would have to put in none of the effort of raising and co-parenting a child and now wants a parent-child relationship with a near adult. The man is a lot worse than entitled and his mistress-turned-wife has a fuck ton of balls telling op she's an ungrateful shit. Her and that man have done nothing but cause up hardship. They are not her family and she has every reason to be bitter at them. Being distant is far more reasonable than I would have been in her shoes. NTA, he doesn't get to expect anything from, and neither does stepmom. She has some balls for calling you an entitled shit. That's strong words coming from someone that couldn't find a single man to date. Ungrateful SHT actually, which I don't get how he's the one who made me come live with him. Wanted to go with my grandparents. Do these people think kids/teenagers don't have memories? NTA, this. They also apparently don't think teenagers have as acute emotions as adults do. AITA, for throwing my girlfriend's gay friend out because he was being inappropriate towards me. So my 24M girlfriend 23F, who we'll call Jess, and I have been living together for 7 months. She moved in after she learned, so working totally online. We've dated for 2 years. Jess has a very close-knit friend group that she's been with since early college. One of the guys in her group, who we'll call John. John is a gay dude and is the only guy in her friend group. John is very flamboyant, and he has a history of saying things that are very inappropriate towards me. Like he will constantly say inappropriate things to me and about me. He constantly says things to my girlfriend like, "Be quiet before I fuck your boyfriend," as a joke, and that really grosses me out and makes me feel uncomfortable. He'll make jokes about the size of my penis, and worst of all, he'll joke about if I have ever been with a guy, which legitimately makes me upset. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. This came to a head a few nights ago. A few of my girlfriend's friends, including John, came over for the evening, and I was out with them. They had a little bit to drink and John was being too much. I pulled Jess aside and told her that John was making me feel uncomfortable and that she needed to tell him to stop. She said that they were just having fun and that I need to lighten up, but she'll still tell him to stop. She in a joking way told him I was feeling uncomfortable, and that became the new topic of the joke. John then hinted I might be uncomfortable and defensive because I may be a little gay. This is where I drew the line. I'm not gay and I don't like it being implied that I'm gay. I was angry at him and I asked him to leave. The night was pretty much halted. Jess and her friends tried to convince me to calm down, but I was done. After he joked about me being gay, he needed to leave my house. Eventually he and all of Jess's friends left, and she went off on me. Apparently all of her friends were pissed at me too for ruining the night and accused me of being homophobic. Even my girlfriend said it came across as homophobic that I reacted so badly to him joking about me being gay. AITA? NTA, as a gay man, I am so tired of people in our community acting like this, and it is especially common for younger gay guys. Being gay is not a get out of jail free card to act however you like, and make people uncomfortable. I also despise guys who try and project their own sexuality onto straight men who aren't interested. He's not responding to my flirting. He must be in denial. He must be gay. You are straight, you are in a relationship, his behavior made you uncomfortable, and you did the right thing and communicated your feelings to your GF to handle. He is her friend, it is therefore her responsibility to deal with it. She didn't, and in the process she proved that she values her friend's feelings over yours. Nothing you did was homophobic, and this is coming from someone who is gay as the day is long. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. You know what's not hilarious? Sexual harassment, which this is. You are NTA op, but your girlfriend and her friend John definitely are. NTA. Sounds like maybe you should ditch the GF too. She does not respect your boundaries and sides with her friends over you. This is your red flag. NTA. I wonder what your GF would think if you and a group of your guy friends got together and they all made sexual comments towards and about her. Close friends can and do joke about things like that, but you are not their close friend, and are just a target of what are, to you, offensive and sexist comments and insults. It's even worse that your GF and her friends somehow equate not wanting to be the target of sexual jokes and being called gay as homophobic. Your GF is the biggest asshole of all in this. She should have done a better job understanding your discomfort, but instead, she just joined in on the abuse.